Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy you stopped by. So today I'm going to be making some raspberry lime freezer jam, and I am part of the Jam It Up June collaboration put on by Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. He asked me to be part of this collaboration, which I am truly honored to be part of it. Now you guys, I have a huge confession to make. I am almost 60 years old and I have never in my life made jam. Now, most of these channels are, well, a lot of them are homesteading channels, and all of them are super creative and they do a lot of canning and all kinds of things like that. So they're very experienced in making jams and jellies and canning like vegetables and fruits. And I don't have any experience in canning any kind of things like that, but I thought that I could try to tackle a freezer jam because you don't have to know how to can anything. But I will say, after watching everybody's videos, because I'm one of the last people to do a video, that I really feel like I could can now, especially water bath canning. See, I already know the difference between water bath canning and pressure canning. So I'm gonna be getting some equipment to do water bath canning really soon so I can make some shelf-stable jams and jellies. But the great thing about a freezer jam is you do not need any special equipment. It only takes a few ingredients. You can store this in your freezer, and whenever you want some fresh jam, you can just take it out, thaw it in your refrigerator, and you will have it. Now this only calls for a few simple ingredients. Now you can either use fresh or frozen raspberries. Now not everyone can get fresh raspberries, and sometimes they're really expensive. I went to the store yesterday and they were $5.99 for half a pint. And since we need quite a few raspberries for this recipe, I just got the frozen ones. So you're gonna need two 12-ounce frozen bags of red raspberries. And then we're gonna need a couple of fresh limes. And then we're gonna need some liquid pectin. Now this is from Certo. And then I also learned that there was liquid pectin and powdered pectin, which I had no idea. So this has 2 pouches in it. And we're just gonna use one of the 3-ounce liquid. And then we're gonna need some granulated sugar. So let's get started.
So to get started, we're going to add our thawed raspberries to a bowl. There's my one 12-ounce package, and then there's my other one. And now I am using a potato masher, and I'm just mashing them up, and it's fine just to have a few little chunks in there. I kind of like a few pieces, or you could also use a food processor, whichever you like. But as you can see, they're pretty well ground up. And now I'm transferring exactly 2 cups into a different bowl. Now this is like baking. You have to be exact with the measurements or it might not solidify. And then we're going to add exactly 4 cups of granulated sugar. Whenever you're making jam or jelly, it's always 2 parts fruit and 4 parts sugar is the general rule of the ratio. And you're going to stir that together until it's very well combined, just like this.
Okay guys, so now that we've finished this step, what we have to do is let the sugar completely dissolve. I read a lot of stuff online that said a lot of people don't like freezer jam because it has a gritty taste. And what I think is the problem is people don't let the sugar dissolve completely into the fruit before they add the pectin. And then when they freeze it, the jam tastes gritty. So in order to solve that problem, you can do one of 2 things. You can cover this with saran wrap and let it sit on your counter for 6 hours, and that's gonna completely dissolve the sugar crystals in with the fruit. Or you can do it the quick way, which I'm all about quick and easy. You cover this, poke a hole in it to let the steam escape, and we're gonna microwave it for 3 minutes. And we're gonna stir it halfway through, and then that is gonna heat up the sugar crystals and make it nice and smooth. And that's what I'm gonna do, okay?
Okay guys, so I microwaved it for 3 minutes. I tasted it and there was still a couple sugar granules I tasted. So I microwaved it for 1 more minute and it was absolutely smooth and perfect. So now we are gonna go ahead in a different bowl and add in our liquid pectin. And then we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of the fresh lime juice. And we're gonna whisk that together really well. Just like that. And now go ahead and pour your pectin lime juice mixture into your raspberry sugar. And now we are going to whisk that for 2 minutes, continually stirring. Now you have some different options that you can put the jelly in. You can put them into this size jar, you can put them into the half pint jars, you can put them into plastic little containers. There's all kinds of different ones. I'm gonna put most of it in these silicone little trays here. They hold 4 ounces each. And then when I need it, I can just pop it out of the freezer and put them in some Ziploc bags. So as you can see, I have them all filled up and ready to go. And there they are. Now this will stay in your refrigerator for 3 weeks or your freezer up to a year. Now I'm going to show you a delicious thing that you can make with this jam. They are called oatmeal crumble bars, and you're going to need 1.5 cups of old-fashioned oatmeal, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of brown sugar plus 2 tablespoons. And you're just going to mix that all together, and I'm just using my hands. 2 tablespoons of 2 sticks of melted butter. And you're just going to mix that all together with a spoon. No mixer required. And it's going to look like wet sand when you're done mixing. Now just take a square pan and grease it and put a little more than half of the mixture down and press it in. Now we're going to take 1 cup of our raspberry lime jam and we're going to spread that over the bottom. And it's super easy, just make a nice even layer. And when you're done, it'll look like this. And now with the rest of the mixture, crumble that evenly over the top. Bake for 350 until it's golden brown. Okay, you guys, our raspberry oatmeal crumble bars, they were cooking at 350 and it took 40 minutes and they got a nice golden brown, and Chris stole a couple and he said they were amazing. So I'm gonna cut into one, and sorry about that. Okay, look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Okay, let's give it a try. Sorry. This is amazing. Now I have to, sorry. I have to tell you, I got this recipe. Her name is Kate, and she also has a YouTube channel, and it's called Bake That. And she has the most amazing baking recipes. She has cakes, cookies, pies, anything to do with baking. And all her recipes look so fantastic. So I wanted to make one of her recipes today. So go over to her channel and check it out, and I'll put a link in my description. So I would highly recommend making these bars, and it's so good with the raspberry jam. Oh, yummy. And I just think, I'm kind of proud of myself. I think the raspberry jam came out really nicely. And to me, it doesn't taste quite as sweet as like a jarred kind that you would buy at the grocery store. Maybe it's the lime juice in there that cuts the sweetness a little bit. I'm not sure, but it just has a really bright flavor and it's so good. So if you're kind of afraid to make your own jelly at home and you don't know how to, do it the regular canning way or whatever, give this recipe a try. It was so easy. Now I want to thank Tony over at Kettle Kitchen for inviting me to be part of this collaboration. And I want you to check all the other people out who are in it, and I'm gonna put all their links in the description box as well. And please visit their channels, and if you're not subscribed yet, please do so and leave a comment, because at the end of the collaboration, Tony is gonna be giving away some amazing prizes, like canners and all kinds of great stuff, lids and cookbooks, but you can't win unless you leave a comment in everybody's channel. So please go and do that. And thanks for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, just hit the little red box below, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.